Hi my lovelies, and welcome back to my channel. This is Looks by Nicole. I had somebody recently request that I show you guys, the behind the scenes of how I get from just my eyeshadow look to the final. So I went ahead and did my whole routine for you. To achieve this look, you can go ahead and follow along. And as always, please like and subscribe. And there is more content weekly. Thank you. So the only thing that I've done so far is moisturized, and I put primer on, and then I did put some eyeshadow base down. I used the P. Louise base in the shade 2. That's the only thing that I've done. I did a couple little strokes on my eyebrows just to deepen them up a little tiny bit. But other than that, this is basically a fresh start. So in this video, I plan to do a start to finish pretty much, so you guys can see really the whole routine and whole process from the beginning to the end. Because I know when I usually just do the eyes, then I show you the final look, that it seems like there's quite a lot in between. But mostly it's just, doing my face makeup and then eyeliner, and that's pretty much it, putting lashes on. But I'm gonna go ahead and do my whole little routine with you guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that started. So for my eyes, I'm gonna use the Melt Cosmetics Radioactive palette. I just recently got this off Mercari, and I'm super excited to use it. Look how beautiful it is. If that's not a neon palette, I don't know what is. So I am wearing some pink and green in my outfit today, so I might kind of do something with those colors. But per usual, I'm just going to kind of hop into it and see where it takes me. So let's go on a makeup journey. So I think I'm gonna grab my little Urban Decay brush here. I think I might just do a half cut crease in this look, but that's my thoughts as of right now. It might change. So I think I'm going to start with some of this yellow, and the color is just called neon in here, but it's the bright yellow color. I'm just concentrating that right in my inner transition area, and I bring it down a little bit just so when I do my cut crease there in the center that the whole area is covered. And then I think I'm gonna do kind of like a gradient. I'm gonna go to an orange and then the pink. So I'm gonna go down with the Radon. Actually, let's do that. Let's see how that looks so far. Ooh, that's a lot more lighter orange than it looks in the palette. But it's still really pretty. It's almost like a tangerine tone. And then I'm going to go back in with that neon and just really blend these two together. And then I'm going to go on the other side and go in with the yellow. Blend that Radon orange color And this got a little creeped up a little high on me over here. I'm gonna go in with the Q-tip and kind of bring that down a little bit. And then on the outer edge, I'm going to go in with Radioactive, which is that super bright pink. That pink is super pretty too, by the way. I'm trying to get like a sunset vibe going on here. I'm super excited about these two melt palettes that I've received because they have definitely moved their way to the top of my favorite palettes for sure. They have so much payoff in their pigment, and a little goes a long way. Absolutely. Alright, so now I've got kind of like this sunsetty vibe going on, and I'm just going to take a fluffy, this is the E23 Color Pop, and just sort of go over top of these with nothing on the brush, just to sort of make that blend super nice and flawless. So, my next step is I'm going to go ahead and put in a cut crease. I'm going to do just a half cut crease on this look today. And start on this side. And sometimes I'll go in and clear up my lid a little bit if the colors that are on my lid are deeper. But these are fairly light in the inner corner, and I don't think I'm going to have any issues covering it up with my primer. Now I've got that. I think it looks, the top of this one's a little more rounded. I'm gonna go ahead and fix that up a little bit. There, that looks better. Alright, wipe that off the back of my hand so I don't get it all over my tank top. I've done that many times. Alright, I'm just going to take my little spongy here and just sort of tap on my lid, take off some of that excess. and blend it out a little bit on the lid there, just so I can blend over top of it easier. All right, now on my outer corner, I am going to use a deep purple. I'm trying to decide if I want to use that. Well, this is almost like a bluish purple. I don't know if I should do the dark one or the light one. Let's start with the light one actually and see how it comes out, and then if I want to go darker, I can always go darker. So go ahead and, whoa. So let's see how this color looks. This is uranium. That light one, it's almost kind of like lavenderish, a little deeper than lavender. That's actually a really nice color. I might put it up on the very outer edge, but, and I'm kind of blending that into the pink out there because I don't want it to look like the cut crease is completely brought out to the very end. So I might be kind of SOL on that. I might have brought it out too far. Go back in with that pink and try to sort of blend that a little bit more with this purple. I think that kind of helped it some. Yeah, that's looking better. So I think I might actually go in a little bit deeper with that hazmat color, that deep, almost navy purple blue color. Interesting. I like it. Alright, it's not as dark as I thought it was, so that's good. I'm kind of deepening this corner up, and I'm going to come back in with the pink and layer over top of it. Like I said, I want to make sure that it looks more blended and not like a full cut crease on the outer edge. Yeah, that's looking pretty nice there. So I'm going to go ahead and try to achieve that on the other side. So I'm going to start with that lighter purple again. I'm bringing that lighter purple in just a little bit so I can use that for blending the next color, and then dip into that hazmat. And back into the pink Radioactive. I'm feeling like super festive, almost like super festive, like Mardi Gras or something going on. So to kind of make sure that these are both looking symmetrical, I'm just kind of going back and forth with them and kind of you know, just tapping and blending in these colors. I'm kind of going back and forth with the pink and the purple just to kind of layer it a little bit. So you can see all that's looking really cool. Okay. So my next color, I really want to bring in some of that lime green. So I'm going to do that on my inner lid. So I'm going to go in with my E24 and dip into the green, which is Xenon. Super pretty lime green color, so I'm anxious to see how this turns out, because so far every single one of these have been almost exactly true to what they look like in their palette, and they're just absolutely the most gorgeous neons ever. Yeah, this is wholly pigmented, absolutely stunning. I feel like this green and that purple would make an excellent Beetlejuice if you wanted to use this for a Halloween themed eye look. Definitely get away with a Beetlejuice look. So I'm going to bring the neon green to the middle, but it's going to start getting a little muddy mixing these two together. I'm going to just kind of assume. So what I'm going to do is take this one, which is called Arsenic. It's this one right next to the lime green, and use that in the center as like a melding color to get those two colors to blend a little easier. I'm just kind of going down the center with it, and then I'm going to go in with another brush and blend the two on either side. I'm going to take this one, it's E27. And I don't have nothing on the brush, but I'm just going to kind of go in there on that line to transition it on either side. And see over here. I'm going to go in with a little bit of green on my brush. Alright, so that bluish color got a little, it kind of disappeared a little bit. So I'm going to go in and try to brighten it up just a little bit. There we go. Now that, whew, that is something. I'll tell you what, boys and girls. Alright, I am pretty happy with how this is looking so far. So I'm going to go ahead and take my makeup wipe, and I'm going to clean off under my eyes. I'm glad I didn't do my makeup beforehand because it did have some fallout. So I'm going to clean up under here, and give it a nice sharp wing. There. Okay. Now this is normally where I pause my camera and take a little intermission and go in with the rest of my makeup and then come back with my final look. So instead of doing that, I am going to go ahead and continue my makeup routine. So next thing I'm going to do is foundation. Okay, so I already have primer on, and I'm going to go in with my Fenty Beauty foundation in the shade 200, and I just kind of squirt this on the back of my hand, and my brushes need to be desperately clean, so don't judge me. Then I take my sponge, dampen that up. And go to town. Alright, now that that's all blended and bounced, I'm going to go in with my tart shape tape. And this is in the shade Light 20B. I like to start off with this Sigma brush. I really like. I saw it on a Jamie French video before, and I really liked how it is shaped. I like it because I can get it in really nice and close and doesn't get away from me. Alright, and then once those are not fully blended, I'll go back in with my okay. Then this is one of my favorite brushes. I don't even know where it's from. Face Secrets Jumbo Fan. I love it. I take that brush and then I take this other little unicorn brush. I don't know where I got that. I like Jacqueline Brightening and Setting Palette, and I go in and use this under my eyes. It just kind of helps brighten and set that concealer. And then I kind of just put it in the same spots that I put my concealer, just to help set it in place and keep it nice and bright in those areas. So like my T-zone, under my eyes, and then my chin. You can see how that helps brighten those areas still. Then after that, I go in with my little fan brush. And I use this Kylie Jenner Pressed Bronzing Powder in the color Khaki. And this is kind of what I use for my contour. I go in with my fan brush after I load it up and angle up. Just kind of following along the line where I made my triangle with my concealer. Just to kind of try to define my cheekbones. And I kind of go around my hairline there. And blend in down my neck. And then I will take the little, this is a Morphe M167, the super dense rounded brush. And I go into that same palette and just kind of use this to I call it snatch my nose. Snatch. Nothing too crazy because my nose is already pretty small, but I do like it, how it gives it definition. Okay. Then, since I use the Fenty foundation, I try to stick with the Fenty face powder. This is the Pro Filter in the color Butter. but I go between this one and my Laura Mercier translucent, and I just put this on in the same place that I did my concealer and that brightening powder. And this just kind of keeps it all in place. And I kind of tap it in the front of my eyebrow area. It kind of gives that more ombre effect when I do that, I feel, instead of being such a harsh line in the front. And kind of tap it in. Now this is when I would go and do my bottom lash line. Well, I've got this little veil to protect my face from fallout. So I'm going to go back into my palette, and I think I might go in with the green underneath. Use my favorite little color pop, E26. Start with the green on the inner corner. And let's do that arsenic color. I like that, and I want to bring more of that color into it. Do that on the outer corner. And just sort of blend them bad boys together. Cute. Okay, alright. So now that I've got my lash line done, I'm going to go ahead with a big fluffy brush. This is a F29 of ColourPop. And brush off that excess. Alright. So now we are here. So my next move I need is some blush and some highlight. So I'm going to use the Tardiest Pro Glow and Blush palette I've got here just because it's handy. And I'm just going to go in with kind of like a mix between these two shades here. Just because I've got a really fun light colored eyeshadow look. I don't want to do anything too dark or drastic. Yeah, that's nice. Kind of want something a little pinkier maybe. That helped it a little bit. Alright. And let's see. I'll just use the highlighter in here. And just use this little tapered highlighter Sigma brush, and just kind of go right under here on my cupid bowl, and then I'll take my finger in the highlighter and do it on my nose and just a little bit up the bridge of my nose. That got a little shiny on my lips, so I'm going to go back in with my, dust it off a little bit. I don't want a glitter mustache or anything. Alright, now I'm going to go in with my liner and mascara. So, okay, now I'm going to go in, because even though I have my stars tattooed, I like to add my stamp on top of them, because when I do my makeup, they get covered up, and instead of trying to go through with a little Q-tip and all of that nonsense, I just go ahead and stamp over top. Voila. And then one more for good luck. then I use my eyeliner. I'm going to use the Urban Decay Glide On 24/7. This is in Perversion. It's just black. It's one of my favorite eyeliners for my waterline here. Go in like that. This is basically my tried and true liner. This is what I do every day. I don't usually have the best luck with those colored pencil liners. I feel like I like need black liner on my lids for whatever the case may be. So whenever I put like other colors on, I always feel like they don't show up. So I am just a black eyeliner kind of girl. Then this is the tricky part, is putting my liner on in the phone/mirror without being able to get super close up. So let's see if I can do this. I'm just gonna kind of follow my outline over here. And this is my ColourPop, the BFF liquid liner. And now personally, I don't bring my eyeliner all the way across because I usually put lashes on, and so I feel like for one, I don't need it to go all the way across when I do my lashes. And if I don't put lashes on, I feel like it makes my eyes look smaller. So I tend to just do it on the outer corner. Sorry, this is hard. You're gonna have to let me do this one closer up. Alright, so I did the best that I could with trying to that looks about even. So I'm gonna put a little bit of mascara on. I'm using the Lash Freak by Urban Decay. So then what I do is, while I'm letting my mascara and liner dry, I usually go in with my lips. So I think with this look, I'm gonna do kind of like a light pink to kind of play off the fun colors. And then I go and do my lashes. I'm going to do that off camera. And then I will show you my final look. So this is the final look. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe. Thanks. Come back next week.